Hello and welcome back to my channel. Mark here. I'm just out here this morning, just got out here and I fed my chickens and let them out, and now I got to go get started on my day's work. It's the 2nd of April and it's about 49 degrees here in West Virginia, and we had a frost on this morning. So I will get off here and we'll get started on our day's work, and maybe I'll get something out there to you here next week. I will see you a little bit later. And like I said before, in that top box on that nuke right there, I have 5 frames, drawn out frames in there. And what I baited this with was lemongrass oil. What I will do, I'll come back in, and at the entrance right there, I will put a little bit of lemongrass oil there at the entrance. Down there on the stand, that red nuke box and that blue box, I went ahead and baited them up too, and I baited them with same thing, lemongrass oil. But I got my trail camera up there, so I'll be able to see what happens here. And but anyhow, we'll see if we can catch what's coming up here. And yes, I put some traps out here, and we'll see. I did see some raccoon tracks here, so hopefully I get what did this. But they had this all tore up in here, and like I said, I can't be having my stuff tore up, and I'm not going to have my stuff tore up by the critters and stuff. If I can keep them under control, then I'm going to do it. But I got my trail camera up here, so hopefully we can see what's going on here, and we'll get this problem taken care of. But if you all have had raccoons get into your beehives, let me know, and in the comments if you would. I will see you a little bit later. But anyhow, I'm up here on Sunday afternoon, and I did catch the raccoon that maybe did this, but right there he is, and it was a big old boar raccoon, and this is the kind of damage these things will do. He chewed that all up where I'd had him caught, and didn't have it far enough back from this stand, but he chewed all that up. But let me explain a little bit better what happened here. I found this yesterday, and I had come up here to check these hives. Well, they were upset, and the frames were all pulled out of it, and I thought, well, a bear had gotten into my bee boxes again. But upon further investigation, I found some raccoon fur on these boxes, and I knew what it was. And it had gotten in there. I had drawed out frames in them top boxes there, and it eat all the drawed out comb that I had in there. Eat it all out of them frames, and it just caused a mess here. But I caught one of them, and like I said earlier on in the clip here before, I'm not going to put up with the critters that tearing my stuff up. I'm here today. This is following weekend from the beginning of the video that I started. I am going to put some eggs in my incubator here, and going to try to raise some chickens for meat and eggs. But what this incubator is here, I got this thing at Tractor Supply, and it will hold 41 eggs. But I'm gonna put these eggs in here and try to hatch them out here. And this is a Farm Innovation incubator. It's a digital incubator. So this is how I raise my chickens. So we're going to get the eggs in here, and we will try to hatch these out. They should hatch in 21 days. But it's got the little digital thing on it right here, and The top part there is the temperature, and then the 21 there is the days, and then the 61% right there is the humidity in this thing. So I'll get them in there, and we'll be doing updates on this as the process goes along. My eggs right here, and I got the date on them when I collected them, and then I have them numbered. But all these eggs here are going to go in here. And I don't know if anybody's ever told you, but there's a way you put these eggs in here. If you're putting them in an incubator like this, you always want the small end down and the big end up. That's what I've always been told. I got all the eggs in there. There's 41 of them. So right here, this helps with keeping them. I forget what that is right now. Moisturized. Yeah, it helps with that, and it helps to keep that up. And then I've got a reservoir in the bottom of this with water in it, but that helps to keep the moisture up in there, and I think it has to be about 61%, between 50 and 60%. It has to stay. So right there it is. I'll get the lead put back on this, and then we'll turn you back on. Okay, I'm going to plug it back in, and what I do, I just plug it in the outlet there. But what we'll do here is what them sponges were for. It helps to keep the humidity level up in this thing, and I'm not for sure, but I think it needs to stay around between 60 and 70 all the time. But anyhow, I'll get this plugged in here. Okay, now I'm going to set this for how many days I need it. And you push this button right here. Okay, set on 21 days. Okay, and the humidity in here right now is 72%. But then this cord right here, I've got a tray in the bottom of this that turns them automatically. So I'll plug this in, and then they will turn automatically every so often. Okay, there it is. They're all in there, and I will do an update on this, keep you updated on this, and hopefully in 21 days we have some baby chicks. But what I raised these for is I raised these for meat and eggs, and the way things are today, if you've got the means to do this and you have chickens, you'd probably be better off to raise some, and that's just stuff we don't have to buy at the grocery store. So I will get off here and we've got some more jobs to do today. Well, I got my first swarm trap of the 22 swarm season up, and I'm out here from my house. My house is back that way right there. So I brought one of my buckets out here and put on a tree, and this thing is facing northeast, and I'm right here along the creek. And I've been watching this place for a while, and I decided that I'd bring one out here and stick it up. I don't have nothing to lose. So we've got a creek here with water in it, and we've got the road over there, and I just thought maybe this would be a real good place to maybe catch a swarm. We've got the power line right away going up over there. And so I just brought this out here and I put this on, it's a sugar maple tree here. So we'll see what happens. It's supposed to warm up here this week some, and hopefully we'll get some bees at checking this bucket out. But I went ahead and put this up here, and it can just stay here. I don't think that a bear will get it here. I have never seen any bear down in here, so we'll see. But my house, let me pan around here. My house is right through there, if you can see it. And I'm about, probably 400 or 500 yards away from my house. So we'll see what happens here. But there's the first swarm trap of the 22 season, swarm season here in West Virginia. But one more thing I forgot to mention, I baited this with lemongrass oil. And plus I've got the inside of that bucket coated with wax, so beeswax. So that's what I baited this thing with. I'll come back here in a couple weeks and check this to see if we've got any activity here. I'm up here, it's Sunday afternoon, and I'm up here on the farm. I'm going to stick me a swarm box up on the side of this here locust tree, and hopefully maybe this week or within the next couple of weeks I'll catch a swarm right here. But I'm right here off this field, and I'm right on the corner right here. So we'll see if we catch anything right there. But I'm gonna have that thing facing northeast right there, and that's where I'm going to put it in. But I have 4 frames in here. I've got in the middle right here, I've got 2 drawn out frames, old comb, and then I've got 2 open frames on both sides. So right here's what I've got in this one, 4 frames, and right here's what I'm using to bait that with, lemongrass oil. And then I got my cotton balls right here in a baggie, and what I will do, I'll put some lemongrass oil on both these and rub some on the frames right there, and then I'll throw this baggie in the bottom of that box right there, and that's how I'll bait this up. And then on my entrance right there, if you can see that entrance right there, I will take a Q-tip and rub some lemongrass oil around that entrance, and that's how I bait this thing. But right there it is. I'll show you after I get it set up. But anyhow, I got the box set up right here, and like I said, it's on the corner of this field. I've never had one set here before, but hopefully a bear don't get into it and I catch me a swarm here within the next couple weeks. But right there it is. Well, I got my cooler hive set up. Got it baited up and set up, and hopefully maybe I'll catch a swarm here. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 swarm traps out so far. Plus, yeah, I got 5 out so far. So hopefully maybe I catch something this week. But right here's the cooler swarm trap, and right here is where I caught a pretty good swarm at last year. So we'll see what happens here. But anyhow, this concludes this video. I have Eli here with me. If you want, I'd appreciate it if you go over and check his channel out. It's called Eli Cottrell, and I'd appreciate it. But he's here with me today, and we got our swarm traps up. I've got 5 of them out, and we'll see what happens here. And this here video, there's stuff on here from last weekend and this weekend, so I'll try. I had the 2 videos combined because I didn't have a whole lot of stuff there last weekend, so I combined the videos. But anyhow, I'll get this out there to you, and as I always say, I hope the good Lord is blessing you wherever you are today, and I will see y'all on the next one. And as I always say, may the good Lord bless you all. I truly mean that, and I truly mean and appreciate each and every one of your all's support. I will see y'all on the next one.